And a peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks for joining us as we start the new season. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the San Antonio Spurs. On Friday, they'll be facing Paul George and the Indiana Pacers. Then on Saturday, they'll be playing against Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers. And with tip-off coming right up, we've got just enough time to hear from the sideline. Allie, what do you got for us?
Well, last season, DeMar DeRozan set the all-time record for consecutive games with over 35 points and above 50% field goal shooting, surpassing the great Wilt Chamberlain. DeMar said, quote, "As a fan of the history of the game, to have the privilege of these opportunities, it's something I never take for granted." Brian?
Oh, incredible. Thanks, Allie. And after a long offseason, NBA basketball is back. Doris, two of the best words in hoops. Opening night.
I've been waiting for tonight for months, BA. The start of a long, incredible journey that is the NBA season. We know there will be twists and turns. Tonight won't make a season, but boy, it's good to be back.
Now the starting group for the visitors. And for San Antonio, we've got Devin Vassell, and it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward.
The record with a beautiful 3.
A noose.
He takes a breather from his ongoing three-point barrage. What a game.
Doing damage on the road. You talk about a big-time performance.
I'm not sure I've seen a player this dialed in from deep. Every time he lets it fly, you know it's going to fall.
And the basket by DeRozan. Johnson was part of that U.S. team that played in 2021. Man, what a great experience, Grant.
Oh, BA, I mean, I can speak in great detail how much you can gain playing for the U.S. team. Johnson continued to grow as a player after that summer and was a great addition to that team as well.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Walker against DeRozan. Parker passes to DeRozan. Inside. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Curry with it. Parker picks him up. Beyond the arc. They get it back. Here's Mourning. Soft touch off the glass.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
DeRozan against Walker. Hurdle with a screen on Walker. And it's DeRozan missing.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Walker passes to Curry. Jacks up a 3. Drains the triple. Curry's got 59 points. Sensational.
And he is simply uncautious. Nobody can stop him right now.
Boy, the points keep coming, and he's climbing that scoring ladder. 3rd on the list, well in sight. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Hornets. Oh, what a quarter. He was absolutely on fire offensively. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. If you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as a game? Now this is what you love about having length in the backcourt. That 6'7" frame. Go ahead and finish, LaMelo.
And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Hornets.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
And the Spurs making a change here. Leonard's checked in, and that one falls.
Bothered.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense, really taking it to the opposition.
134.
Thanks. I'm here with Coach Popovich. And Pop, I know you're not happy with the first half. They've taken the fight to you thus far. How do you take it back?
Yeah, they've been the aggressive team. I think we played really soft so far. Really pathetic defensive performance.
Coach, hopefully more toughness from your team in the second half. Thanks.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight a bit wild and a big deficit now for the San Antonio Spurs.
It's their defense that's put them in this spot, giving up easy looks all over the place. It's like they don't have even a game plan in place. Check out the field goal percentage that they've allowed. Well, that's not going to cut it, honey. I don't even want to talk about it no more.
And now let's take a moment. The fans hitting us up on social media. This is from Chris SB17. I like this one. Who has the best uniforms in the NBA?
I'm about to go with the Miami Heat.
Ooh. I think I like the MLK version of the Atlanta Hawks ones are nice. Those black and gold. I like those.
I like those black Celtic jerseys.
Ooh, the black Celtics are nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Stephen Curry having a in the contest.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
And it's good! He hits another one!
I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. A new single-game scoring record.
History being made as we speak. Unbelievable! Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. A huge lead. This one may have already been decided. Delivering the blowout. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
Substitution for the away team, LaMelo Ball.
A three from the inbound. Off target with the shot. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off as we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.
To a man, the Pelicans looking intent on getting a win on the road. Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, we've got Williamson. Chris Paul is out there with Ingram. Then it's Jones. And it's Davis in at the center position. And for the Hornets, Johnson is out there with Mourning. Then it's Curry. Then it's Jones. And it's Rice in at the 3 spot. And while it's still very early in the season, the top teams, Greg, have already started to distinguish themselves across the NBA.
Getting off to a hot start, always a good sign. But don't sleep on the teams that are still getting locked in. A lot can change in the coming months.
So the Hornets win the tip.
What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. Ay, what you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. What you know about rolling?
It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And here in October, we have a little indication of what may be coming in the East. Taking a look at New Orleans, it's a long season, but right now they're in great position, holding that prize top spot. And of course, there's the Hawks. All tied at the top, these teams are evenly matched.
Well, right now for the Hawks, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
And before we tip off here, it's time to hear from our reporter. Hey, Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Hawks head coach Nate McMillan was drafted in the 80s, and he knows he's old school. But he says, quote, "One thing I've learned is you have to adapt to a new generation of players. Times have changed. The shouting, the yelling, the negativity, it just doesn't work anymore." Guys?
A more nuanced approach, Allie. Thank you. And with every new NBA season, Grant, it's always fun to see which players have a breakout year.
NBA, it seems like guys always have breakout years. Usually we see it with the younger players, but sometimes it's with guys who've been in the league and are now in new situations. Last year, we saw breakout seasons for Darius Garland, Jordan Poole, and Tyrese Maxey, just to name a few.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
To celebrate our nation, that was Skylar Cole with tonight's national anthem performance.
What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that in slow motion, yeah. I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. Ay, what you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that in slow motion, yeah. I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. What you know about rolling?
Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, thank you very much. Now, the 90s NBA was physical, and no team embodied that more than the Knicks. When the league cracked down with rule changes in 1997, it was seen as a direct response to New York. Then Nick Doc Rivers said, those were anti-Nick rules, obviously aimed at us because we did those things so much more and so much harder than everybody else. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. So with Curry sitting on the bench, this is who Steve Clifford has out there. We've got Johnson. Jones is out there with LaMelo Ball. Then there's Mourning, and it's Rice in at the 3 slot. And for the Knicks, Ewing is out there with Stoudemire. Then there's Frazier. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Anthony in at the 3 spot.
Well, as somebody who grew up in New York and New Jersey, yeah, you can see the impressive vertical of LaMelo. This guy gets to the cup and slams it home.
And Doris, growing up around New York, what makes this Knicks franchise so special?
Well, I think certainly the energy of the city, the passion for the game of basketball, playing in the Mecca, how fired up opponents are to play in Midtown Manhattan. The Knicks are a team that everyone follows.
And Ball slams it in.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Greg, we're still very early in the season. What are these teams right now doing to maintain success through the year?
Yeah, well, this is the time for coaches to experiment with lineup combinations. And for the players, it's important they learn each other's tendencies and try and work on building chemistry. Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Anthony right side. Fade away. Here's Stoudemire, and it's Stoudemire with the jam.
And how about the persistence on the glass? Stoudemire wanting that rebound more than anyone else.
Here's Ball. It's rebounded by New York, getting their first look of the season at this Hornets team.
And here we go, the first in what will be a 3-game season series between the 2 teams.
You know, right out of the gates, one team gets a lead with the head-to-head advantage, bragging rights, if you will, over the other. And tonight, it starts.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
And after winning the 2021 Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball was even better his sophomore campaign. He continues to grow his game.
And for LaMelo Ball's second year, Greg, where did you see him improve the most?
I think taking on more of a scoring load. Ball's points per game were significantly up but LaMelo also improved his three-point and free throw shooting numbers. So rounding out that offensive game will be important.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
And Ball slams it in.
Wow, you see the decisiveness right there with LaMelo Ball. Makes up his mind on the drive that he's going to